Sometimes life can be a real pitch, but if you're actually still using that word and abiding by its actions, you're going to get an earful from me. Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk, and you'll hear why.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
I received an email from a good friend, and she asked me a question I'd like to share with you. She asked me what I thought of the word pitch. She explained to me that she works with a salesperson who enjoys using the word pitch to describe his daily activities. He loves using the word, and he just loves going into a client and pitching away. Not being one to shy away from an opportunity to provide an opinion, I spoke up. I hate it. I can hear my mother saying, hate is such a strong word. Can't you come up with something else? So I'll respect my mother and say it this way. I'm offended by it. Let's do a little test. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word pitch? I have a feeling that you aren't thinking asking questions or listen. Let's consult Webster's dictionary and make sure we have the correct definition of pitch. Webster's defines pitch as a high-pressure sales talk. Ouch. Imagine setting up a meeting with a client and telling them, for the record, I intend to have a high-pressure sales talk with you. Sounds like a surefire way to turn off a client. I suppose you could just surprise them with your pitch, but I think you get the point here. If you have no intention of doing a sales pitch, and it's offensive to anyone you speak with, why in the world would any sane person keep using the word? I suppose the word pitch has its place on QVC or a good infomercial. Now, the late Billy Mays was one of the best pitchmen who ever lived. I never got the sense that sitting with Billy would provide a whole lot of banter back and forth, nor did I see him as a champion consultant, but that guy could pitch. In fact, he was the perfect pitchman. He could out-talk, out-shout, and outlast anyone who stepped up to his booth. Of course, I wouldn't recommend any sound-minded salesperson to step in front of a client's office and shout, "Hi, Rob Jollis here for anybody's product, and do I have a solution for you?" The ironic thing is that true selling, in its purest form, could not be further from the concept of a pitch. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Instead of talking, it involves listening. Instead of the obsession with finding a solution, it involves studying a client's potential problems. Instead of pushing a one-idea-fits-all scheme, it involves shaping the solution to fit the client's specific needs. Would you like to know why salespeople get a bad name? It's because clients are afraid that they're going to have to talk on the phone with or sit face to face with some knucklehead who wants to pitch something to them. When I conduct 2-day workshops that teach people how to sell, I teach various topics such as opening tactics and closing tactics, objection handling tactics, ways to create trust, ways to create urgency, and more. Over those 16 hours of teaching, guess how much time I spend on the actual solution or the pitch? I spend about 10 minutes, and I think that I'm probably giving it too much time at that. When you've worked hard and you've done all the real work that skilled salespeople are supposed to do, shouldn't the solution be the easiest part of the conversation? Many years ago, when the Fuller Brush salesperson or the vacuum salesperson or the litany of other door-to-door salespeople roamed the earth, the well-rehearsed sales pitch must have been the way to get a foot in the door. But we've moved beyond those days and beyond those tactics. So I'll finish this podcast with a pitch of my own. Step right up, make a commitment, and join the millions who have said no to the word pitch. Eliminate that word from your vocabulary and spare yourself the embarrassment that comes with informing your clients you have little to no interest in their actual needs. That's right. Ridding yourself of this silly word will demonstrate a true understanding of what your real role is with your clients in the first place. Do it today. And I'll even throw in a spiral slicer. But you must act now.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.